Well, in the last 24 hours, I've been approached by a number of people who knew that I was an Air Force pilot many years ago and flew a particular airplane that apparently has crashed over in Iraq. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I know. These were two KC-135s. These are the air refueling vehicles of the United States Air Force, and they're the main ones who are charged with refueling pretty much everything, whether it's fighters, whether it's bombers, or even things like the C-5A. They refuel everything because most airplanes can't complete their mission unless they've got tankers to gas them up. The way things work is when you're a tanker, you go to a spot, a place in the sky, sort of like a gas station on a corner. And all the folks in the neighborhood know where the gas station is, and they can stop in there to get topped off for fuel. It's a refueling spot. They all exist, but they're in the sky. Turns out that could have that same refueling place could be stacked up with more than one tanker. So you could have one at one level, one at another level, one at another level. You could have multiple tankers stacked up, flying in the same particular pattern, refueling all sorts of different aircraft. And that's what happens when you get a lot of airplanes flying during the war. You got to have certain refueling positions, and then you stack the tankers up to serve the various aircraft. That's what may have been going on in this situation, when unfortunately it appears that someone may have misread their altimeter. Now, one of the two airplanes involved with this situation survived. And the pictures you can see, if you take a look at the upper portion of the rudder, you can see that sheared off. And that means something hit them from above. And when it did, that caused the other aircraft to be also damaged. I don't know the degree, but if the damage was bad enough, the aircraft could lose control and ultimately crash. The reports are there were 5 souls on board of that particular KC-135, and all the rescue recovery has not yet been completed. But there is a crew now that is able to tell us here's exactly what happened from their perspective, and we'll find that out over time. Right now, we don't know all the answers yet. But flying, folks, is an inherently dangerous business on occasion, because you're all trying to be in one particular place, trying to do one particular job. And if one person makes a mistake and misreads an altimeter, things like this can happen. A lot of those people over there flying the KC-135s are reserve officers and National Guard officers. Many of them are airline pilots who've been called up for a tour of duty, if you will. They don't necessarily fly the airplane all the time, but they're very good pilots. But this is unfortunate. But can it happen? In a wartime, anything can happen. And in this case, something did happen. Like I said, we have one surviving crew who will at least be able to tell us in a briefing what occurred to them. Maybe they didn't see everything because obviously their view of what's going on above them, if that's where things happen, is somewhat limited. But if this was done at night, this was done in bad weather, I don't know all the particulars. Hopefully we'll learn down the road. But the sad thing is, we've lost 5 qualified individuals serving the United States military and the U.S. Air Force. Losing a KC-135 is bad, but losing 5 people is even worse. You can replace airplanes, folks, but you can't replace people. Something to think about. And now you know.